Brendan, another late show at Fir Park against Motherwell, but what is most important are those 3 points. How do you feel after that 90 minutes?
We'll feel really good, much better than we did at half time. And you're right, we always seem to leave it late here for some reason. But I'm really proud of the team today. We started a wee bit anxious. We didn't quite connect the game in the first half. Passes were too long and felt a wee bit of anxiety in the performance. But we just stay calm at half time and fix it for the players in terms of the positioning and play to our game. And once we started to connect the passes very quickly, then we started to get a real foothold in the game. Adam come on was huge for us, big reference. I felt at half time that we needed both movement and someone who could look after the ball for us, and the big guy comes in, scores 2 fantastic goals.
Yeah, he made such a difference when coming on, as you said, holding the ball up well, a fantastic header, and then the composure in the 94th minute to steer that ball into the bottom corner. Just what type of impact is he making at the club so far since signing? Because he seems to be showing it.
Yeah, a huge impact. He's a great guy. He's got a lot of qualities, and hopefully here we can see over these remaining months that he can show those. And he certainly has done that. 4 goals in 3 games, whatever it is. So. But no, we needed that because we didn't really have anything in the first period. Kyogo's a guy that likes to run in behind, but a game like today we needed someone who could take the ball into feet as well. And he's, like I said, scored 2 very, very good goals. And the impact of the subs overall, Cam comes in and settles everything at the back. Jan comes on with it, did very well, looked to get on the outside as well as the inside. Lewis Palmer comes on, gets a goal at the second post, and obviously Adam gets his 2 goals. So, but a real team effort, and very proud of them.
Yeah, and all of our goals coming from those wide areas. How pleased were you in the second half with the way that we attacked those outside spaces to create those chances?
Yeah, well, it's part of our game. I think we can go through the middle, of course, but you have to have the qualities to go on the outside as well. And like you say, it was a great cross from the half space by Greg. It was. He makes another great cross, and then obviously the other 2 balls in and finished really, really well.
Those dramatic moments to score stoppage time winners, as fans, are moments at the end of the season you hope to look back on as real catalysts for yourself. Is it just another 3 points, or do you use that momentum and that emotion to try and steer the team a little bit more?
Yeah, well, very much so. I think that you sense the nervousness in our own crowd, but thankfully we're on the field, and I know the ability of these players, I know the quality that they have and they can produce, and they did that in the second half. But like I say, such a long way to go. Even if we draw the game, 4 points is not a lot at this time of the season, but to win it was very important, of course, and just so pleased for the players how they reacted, and especially in the second half, the level that they showed.
But what does it show about the players, the fact that they do keep going until those last moments of games? Because you can't be a weak team to do that. You have to be strong mentally, physically, and you need to have that endeavour to keep going.
Yeah, absolutely. Because I sense it. There's a story already written about this team and this squad, and there's still 11 games to go. But I always say we get the chance to write our own story, and the story of these guys is that they are the champions. And they're that for a reason, and for a multitude of reasons it hasn't maybe quite been as fluent this year, but certainly the talent that they have can't be questioned, as well as that mentality. So that mentality to keep going, that's all about belief, and that belief, they showed that in the second half.